Hello guys and welcome to another FIFA World Cup prediction video, and in this video I'm gonna predict semi-final matchups. So we have two of them. So we have France against Belgium and we have Croatia against England. So first match I want to talk about the first match that I want to talk about is France against Belgium. So in the first match, so the France won against Uruguay 2-0. They won and they played a lot better than Uruguay, I should say, and they deserved to 100% deserve to be in this semifinal. And in the other matchup, we had Brazil against Belgium, and Belgium almost lost at the end because they scored two very early goals, and after very great tactical plays. And I think that I believe they scored both goals in the counterattack, so they played a very good football. And that goal from De Bruyne was an insane shot, and I think that they deserve to be in the semifinals as well. But talking about these two teams, both teams I believe came in the first position in their groups. So both teams played very good football in the group stage. I think that Belgium played a little bit better in group stage than France, but both teams shown that they can fight for this title, and both teams now are playing in the semis. But it wasn't a very easy run. It wasn't a very easy path to the semis, because Belgium almost lost against Japan 3-2, even though they were down 2-0 and they managed to come back. Then they played against Brazil. They had a lead, and they had a 2 goals lead, but Brazil only managed to score 1, so they got lucky, and now they will play in the semis. But France played against very big opponents from South America. They played against Argentina. They only won 4-3. It was a very intense game, and they won against another South American side, Uruguay. They won 2-0, and now they're playing in the semis as well. So I'm gonna predict that France gonna win this game. Yes, guys, because this team is very good. Because I just don't know why this team is so good. Even I think that Belgium national team has a very good team, but France national team is something special, something different. They have a lot of players, that they have a lot of stars, and they have a lot of unit on the player. Their bench unit is very good, and they can change the players, and you will not see the impact from those players. You will see the impact, but it will not change the game plan. And talking about Belgium starting lineup is insane, but when it comes to bench, the bench is not something that's something that you can fear, or it's not an insane bench, but they still have some players on the bench. But I still think that France is gonna win this game 2-1. It will not be a high scoring game, but I think that France will score 2 goals, or maybe it will be a tie game, but then France will still score 1 goal in extra time, or maybe at the end of the game. But I think that this game can go to the penalties, because this game, both teams are very good, very strong, and very similar. Both teams, I think that, but the tactics are different, because France national team likes to control the ball. They're always having a lot more possession there than their opponents. But when it comes to Belgium, the Belgium are playing very good football. They're giving the ball to opponents, but their counter attacks are very dangerous, and you need to be very careful with the ball, and you can't lose the ball in where it's defensive line, because if you will lose the ball in that area, the opponents, the Belgium, the Kevin De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku, Meunier, these 4 guys are just insane players when it comes to counterattacks. So these guys can destroy you if you will not be very careful. So, but I still think that France defense is very good, and they will be ready for this game. And I think that France is going to win this game 2-1. So talking about next matchup, we have Croatia against England. So both teams, not both teams. Croatia came in the first position in the group C, I believe, or D, I don't remember. I believe in group D. And England came in the second position in their group. Belgium came in the first. So it's kind of interesting, because both teams from that group are playing in the semis, and it wasn't very easy run for England, because they only won against Colombia after the penalties 4-3, and they finally won their first penalty shootout, and they won against Sweden 2-0. totally deserved win for them, because Sweden didn't even. I think that Sweden didn't even. I think that Sweden was a good in this tournament, was a good team in this tournament, but I think that Switzerland played a lot better than Sweden in the round of 16, but they conceded that silly goal that it was a deflection, I believe, from Akanji. So, and they dropped out of this competition, and I think that Switzerland would have done a lot better than Sweden, but happened what happened, and we had Sweden against England. So that means that the favorite of this match was England, but they proved that they are the better team, and they won, and now they are playing in semis against Croatia. But Croatia had a very tough very tough 2 games against not the biggest opponents. They had Denmark and Russia. Croatia won the first match against Denmark 3-2, even though after game time it was only 1-1. So, and in the next game, Croatia won against Russia 4-3 on the penalties, and Russia dropped out of this competition. And the full-time result was 2-2. Then in next round, both teams. I know after 90 minutes we had the result 1-1, and then in the extra time we had both teams scored once. I believe we had once, and Demo Gaibir, I believe, scored in the 101st minute, and then Mauro Fernandes scored in 115th minute, and then they went to the penalties, and Croatia won that penalty shootout once again, and now they're playing in the semis against England. So I think that England gonna win this game, yes, guys, because England is the better side. Because Croatia, I think after the group stage, I thought that they can do a lot better. They will play a lot better because they destroyed Argentina 3-0. They won against Nigeria. They won against Iceland. It looked like they had earned 9 points and they can beat every single opponent. But when I saw this game against Denmark, I just changed my opinion again about their team, and after this game against Russia, I don't think that they can win against England. I think that they will play for the 3rd place against Belgium, and France and England will play for this World Cup title. And I think that I will not give my prediction on the final. I will make my predictions on the final in the next episode after the semis. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, just hit the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my last World Cup prediction video very soon.